Good morning, everyone, and happy to slay. Welcome to the Rise and Slay Morning Show. I am your host, Rochelle Slay Queen Hemingway, CEO and founder of Slay to Success. Slay means to kill it, to dominate it, and to nail it, to be on point, to impress greatly, and to dream big and work hard until you own it. It is also an acronym of universal life and leadership philosophies that really resonate with me the most, that keep me grounded, that keep me focused. S, stay ready to be ready. L, lead out loud. A sense of community. And Y, you are built to last. I am a professional keynote speaker, a personal brand expert, an image consultant, a self published author of 3 books, as well as a United States Air Force veteran of 30 years. Huh? So today, y'all, we have an amazing conversation, slay amazing conversation, if you will, that I want to share with you all today. So before we get started, if you are here and you're viewing in, make sure you tell us where you are streaming in from and also your name so I can give you a proper shout out for being here live with me this morning, because there are so many different things that are going on, especially on these platforms, that I appreciate when you spend time with me as we go into these conversations. So today, y'all, this is one of the subjects that I have been looking to see how I was going to present this. I was like, you know what? I think today is the day. Okay. So I'm excited. I feel good. I hope you're feeling good too. I got my workout in. As you know, I love to work out. I work out every day. Today was 30 minutes of endurance run just so that I can keep up on my running. And I did a 30-minute boot camp, which was with my spin bike. And as many of you know, I love Peloton because it is a system that I can stay committed to. It's something that I look forward to. So I'm able to do it on a regular basis, which is every day. So I switch up my workouts a lot. I am not ashamed to tell you how old I am. I am 52 years old. And, sometimes, we just look at our age as being a hindrance or is holding us back. And I'm looking at it like I got a lot of wisdom. I got a lot of experience, I got a lot of expertise, and I've got a lot of skills to offer and still want to positively impact this world in so many different ways. So, Slay to Success is really something that I started out when I retired from the United States Air Force, huh? And it was my way to express how women professionals, how sometimes we get counted out, we're not seen, valued, and heard in some spaces. And so I wanted it to be a place where women can come together as community, learn and grow from each other, support each other, empower each other, elevate where we were at, and be successful as we're doing that. Okay. And so I didn't know exactly where my journey would lead when I started Slay to Success, but I knew one thing for sure, that I wanted to create a platform that empowers women to step boldly into their authentic selves and unlock the incredible potential within them. That is the reason why I started it. If you go to my website, you will see what Slay to Success is all about, what I offer. I offer workshops, I do speaking engagements, I do one-on-one consultations. I do a gamut of things because I meet women where they're at. I get a lot of women who come to me either who are still serving in the military or who are transitioning out of the military. So if you are here today, just go ahead and let me know that you're here. All right. So that I can give you a shout out, because we're going to get deep into this conversation. And it has already started, because when I posted what we were going to talk about today, there are several comments that are on that thread. And I'm going to read those comments too, because I feel like it is important for us to address this issue. And I wanted to address it head on. So, you know, so over time, Slay to Success has gained momentum. It has many legs, y'all. Okay. And so I noticed something very interesting going on as I continue to show up. I am very consistent. You will see me coming up every day. I have LinkedIn posts that I address certain um, I guess certain things that I'm very, very, very passionate about. One thing is about women veterans. I also post my events. I post like motivational, inspirational, topics. I just got a lot going on. All right. I'm very passionate about Slay to Success. But I also noticed that others were imitating my approach and my messaging, even my brand's look and feel. Okay, y'all. So I decided to take on this color pink way before I even started Slay to Success as an LLC. So in 2018, one of my airmen that I was very close to, he lost his battle with depression, and his favorite word was slay. I took that word on. I use it in emails. I use it on my posts. Most of the times you see that tagline, keep on slaying until you can't slay no more. I made that up because I was like, you know what? Sometimes people just need a little bit of inspiration. All right. Sometimes you just need a phrase, if you will, that you can kind of plant in your mind when things get tough, when things look hard, when they look difficult. And there was a gift that I received from one of the units that I was responsible for when I was at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. And it is hot pink. It is a metal sign and it says hashtag slay. They got it customized for me. I put that up in my office when I got to my next duty station, and I have stared at that sign. I stared at that sign for like 2.5 years. And I was like, you know what? Something is happening here. Something I'm taking on this persona. One of the airmen that, I again was mentoring said I was a slay queen. Why? Because they believed in all the things that I was sharing with them, and it was in alignment with how I was projecting myself. So, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to take this color on pink. But then when you see other people do it, you're like, okay, well, what are you doing? All right. Like, and they're doing it in the vein of what you are doing. All right. So, yes, that's a sign of flattery. Yes, it's a sign of admiration, right? But there is such a flicker of concerns, if you will, when you see somebody talking like you, walking like you, dressing like you, having posts just like you. And it's this copycat feeling, if you will. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Welcome to the Rise and Slay Morning Show. You know what time it is. It is Tuesday. Okay. And so I'm talking about, is someone trying to copy you or something that you created? And we're going to be talking about, some of the things, consequences, the ramifications of it, as well as what we can do, all right, to own our personal brand. So thank you for being here. So, we start to wonder if our voice is being diluted, if others might not recognize the originality and the passion that fuels your work. Hey, Jerome, how you doing? Welcome to the Rise and Slay Morning Show. Thank you so much for being here live with me this morning. Please add comments as we go through this conversation. So, we can get mad and upset and think to ourselves, well, why did we even create a personal brand? Personal brand is something that is unique to us, something that for our own way of expressing and conveying messages. So, like already, let me read to you one of the comments that's on the thread about this particular episode today. So, Maureen Gage Edwards, she already stated on the comment, she says she sees this happening all the time. When people see others succeed and gain momentum, they want to copy it. Typically, because they do not have confidence in their own abilities, do not know how to do it, so they steal others' ideas, or just want to take the fast way and not do the work. No need to worry, okay? Because when we see our true, authentic, original, no one can take it away from us, and others see the imposters. Their lack of creativity, their work ethic, and honesty comes through and catches up to them. She says, I am just so happy you trademarked. She sees people steal those all the time, and she recommends everyone trademark before they even launch. It's way too late once they take it. And so I received that that comment that she made, because I did not trademark or go for my trademark until about a few months ago. And I'm still waiting, y'all, because it takes time. These processes, systems, they don't catch up, so it could be a few more months until I hear anything. But, protecting our intellectual property, protecting information that we have, that we want to share, that we've made up. I made up all the things in here. Okay. I didn't look to see what anyone else was doing. I just knew that it was true to me. So if this is happening to you or has happening to you, then all you need to do is just take a deep breath. All right. And don't you worry. Don't get flustered. Don't panic. Don't like go off on the deep end. All right. Let me see here. Well, the big thing in the news now is the very demure phase. Ooh, I have to look that up, Leslie. What is that all about? As we're going to conversation, just go ahead and drop that into the comments, because I'm really interested in knowing what that is. So when someone tries to copy your personal brand, now I'm a personal brand expert because I do help women to find their own authentic voice, in the way that they want to express it, so they can gain lucrative opportunities. They can stand out from the sea of faces that are out here with everyone doing the same thing. So I would say this: it could be a whirlwind of emotions, okay? But I would like for us to think about it in a different perspective. It's a powerful testament to the impact that we're making. Okay. That's one of the ways that we can view it. Yes, we still know that things are happening. You said sorry phase. Very demure, sorry phase. Okay. What does demure? I don't know what that word actually means. So please let me know what that means for us, because maybe I'm the only one. um, and it also signifies that our personal brand is resonating deeply with others, and they're inspired to mirror it. Okay. They're inspired to mirror it. And Camille, hey, Camille, how's it going, Queen? Camille is on fire, y'all. If you're not following her, please follow her, because she inspires me all the time. And so Camille said, someone who was not the originator trademark that demure phase, and the originator is now in tears. Protecting your intellectual property is so important. Yes. Yeah. And you know what? And okay, so Leslie's following up as well, Camille. It is a content creator on TikTok that about 2 weeks ago started the phrase very mindful, cutesy, and very demure. Well, someone has filed for a trademark of that phrase. Wow. Wow. Yeah. You know what? And I just like, you know, both of you, thank you for sharing that and enlightening me on that. And, Maureen's comment as well, as this is when people really don't have confidence in their abilities, and they just want to take other people's things and then they run with it and see where they go for it. But I'll tell you what, they can't be consistent. We know that it's not true of them. When we meet them in person, we get two different people. We get somebody who's been on the interwebs just talking about stuff. But when you're in person and you meet them, they are not in alignment. These people are two different people. So, you know what? We have to look at it instead of viewing it as a threat sometimes. And we have to see it as a validation of our influence, of our success. And it's a clear sign that we've carved out a space that others see as worthy of emulating. That's how I'm kind of seeing it, right now. Okay, so Camille said it means reserved, but the way it is used was with cutesy. It started trending big time, and it can no longer make money for the originator. Wow. Wow. See, this is just, for me, I guess I always got my head down and I'm not really looking at all the things, but it's important for us to understand, and I'm learning and have relearned to protect my intellectual property as much as possible, and doing that in such a way with a trademark, so we have something to stand by it. So the consequences and the ramifications, okay? And this is more in a positive, optimistic way to look at these things, because we can go in and we can fold real quickly when we see our brand, what we have created out there, and is speaking from somebody else's platform. So I'm looking at it like imitation can lead to greater visibility. Okay. You want to put out Slay, you want to put Slay to success. Hey, that's fine. All right. You can try to copy my brand. That's fine. But this probably going to bring additional attention to what I got going on. And this may open new opportunities and broaden the reach. So perhaps that's going to do that for the originator for this term on TikTok, right? People like to think that they can get ahead, they can one up, they want to look a certain way. But again, is it most authentic to their voice and is in their spirit, right? How can you continue to do that when that's not even what you want to be talking about? I mean, seriously. This is a risk, right? We all take risk when we create something, and then we don't know what it will do. But I'm seeing it as more as, well, okay, people know when they see me and they experience me, why I go with this Slay. And if someone is trying to copy, especially in my network, in my community, they gonna let me know. Okay. They gonna let me know right away. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much. All right. Let me go and check it out. Let me see what they got going on. And then, you show up and they be like, oh, wait a minute. They back off just a little bit. But when we are faced with imitation, we have to stay true to our authentic self. And it becomes even more crucial for us to do that. And reinforcing the fact that no one can replicate the genuine essence of who we are and what we stand for. And authenticity really becomes our strongest asset in maintaining our unique position. So, no one has walked the same path as you. Okay. No one has gone through the same adversity, obstacles, struggles as you. Everyone has their own story, their unique take on this story, how they have created the narrative. I can honestly say no one has walked the path that I walked when I served 30 years in the United States Air Force. Okay. So when I share my story and I put it out there, I don't expect, okay, anyone to have the same path and journey as me. Now, if somebody wants to say that they have, guess what I can do? I go Google, I go look them up, I go see what they're talking about, and I'm like, let me get the side eye for just a hot second. Let me look to see what they have done. All right, because more than likely, it is not the same way that you have done it. So I am looking at reinforcing my authenticity, sharing stories, putting information out there that no one else will probably experience in the same way that I have. So we also have to understand that people will try to copy us. I got my notes here, y'all, because I wanted to stay on point. All right. Because I can go off in a tangent somewhere and we'd be here all day. All right. So we need to use this opportunity, right, to really stop and look at how we can innovate and evolve. Okay. We need to innovate and evolve our personal brand. So those imitators, they can push out and think creatively. They can offer, whatever in the same way, but we're going to continually refine our brand. We have to stay proactive. We have to keep up at the forefront of our field, wherever you're at. Okay. I'm a certified image consultant. I specialize in 4 different areas: appearance, behaviors, body language, communication skills, and digital presence. I'm doubling down. Okay. I make sure that people understand what I'm doing. that holistic approach is your personal brand. Okay, how you're showing up, how others perceive you, how they respond to you, that is all part of your personal brand. And so I'm going to double down and I'm going to strengthen my reputation. I got to navigate through the imitators and the copycatters, and I'm going to enhance my reputation as a leader in this industry. I wrote two books, excuse me, specifically on personal branding because I want to be the expert. And I wrote these personal brand strategies based on my experience. All right. So it can't be duplicated. Um, I know what I'm doing, I know that why I was doing it. And this is also demonstrating resiliency, the confidence that we need to present our personal brand, and the ability to maintain our position despite all the external pressures and all the mayhem that goes on around us. So, here is some tips to stay ahead, okay? Because we're going to continue to shine brighter. Our personal brand is all about us, okay? What we want to convey to the world. So, we have to embrace our uniqueness. Okay. We have to recognize that our personal brand is a unique blend of our values, our experiences, and our perspectives. We got to celebrate what makes us distinct and use it to differentiate ourselves from other people. So, what are your values? What are your experiences? What are your perspectives? Yes. Okay, Shirley Ann, how you doing, Queen? What's going on? How you been? Yes, that's Slade. They couldn't be a pimple on those pretty glutes of yours. There's only one Slade. They better ask somebody. Oh, girl, oh, I'm just leaving this up with a pimple on these pretty glutes. Now, okay. Oh, Lord Jesus. You know what? We just know that we know who we are at our core, and how we project and put that out there is unique to us, and that makes us different from everybody else. Don't get caught up, y'all. Okay, just like Star says, because I watch divorce court while I'm doing work sometimes, right? I have a TV in here, I turn it on and I'm like, and and Star Jones always says, don't get what she say? You're caught in your caught-ness. These folks are going to get caught. Oh, she said, stand in your caught-ness. That's what she said. Stand in your caught-ness. So when they get caught, they can't, they can't continue on in the right way. They can't maintain the momentum, the content. They don't have it. All right. And yes, they're probably going to be looking at you, but I just need you to stay encouraged. We got to innovate relentlessly, y'all. All right. We got to keep pushing the boundaries of creativity and innovation. We got to stay ahead of these trends and continually introduce new ideas and new perspectives. All right. This ensures that our brand becomes and remains dynamic and compelling. So here recently, if you following me on LinkedIn, I started talking about women veterans, like people and their perception of women veterans. I am on a campaign, y'all. All right. And it's stirring people up because there are women veterans who sometimes get the bad rap. And I'm like, you know what? No, this is a new perspective here. I am not, I am not that woman who needs pity. I am not that woman who is a destitute. Okay. I am not the woman who, took on a persona, if you will, in the military and don't know what I'm doing now here in the civilian life. I know what I want. I know what I've been through, and I know where I'm going. So, women veterans, are the fastest growing population in the world today. And the resources, the opportunities, the recognition, and the accomplishments of us, I will talk about it, and I'm about to be about it. All right. So I changed gears because I was like, you know what? Sometimes people see me and they're like confused. They're not quite sure what I'm doing or what's going on. So, as women veterans, and I know there's a lot of us in this space that are in my community, we are going to start advocating and sharing with people, hey, what we've been through and what makes us so unique and why you need us. All right, there's a lot of mayhem going on right now. Okay, and I ain't gonna get into the politics, but there's a lot going on. All right, so women belong in all the spaces and places where decisions are being made, and I am going to make sure that my voice is being heard. So I'm strengthening my voice. I'm going to be consistent and authentic in my messaging, which I have. We need to share our journeys, our insights, and our visions with clarity and passion because our genuine voice will resonate more deeply with our audience and reinforce us as we are leaders in our own right. So wherever you're at, so we have to be able to speak up, okay? Advocate for others, understanding the value of our voice, finding out what it is that we're most passionate about, and get on it. Now, if people want to copy that, if you will, all right, sometimes, we can call them out, but I would just say to you, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. You stay on track. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to stay on track. I'm going to stay on messaging. All right, I'm very consistent. I want to be known as a influencer. All right. So those are the things that I'm building. We also have to build these strong connections. Um, and when we foster relationships with our audience and our community, people connect with us on a more personal brand level. They remain loyal to us despite any attempts of imitation that's going on. Um, so for some of you, you know that I had a Facebook community, Slay to Success, just for women. It was exclusively for women, and it grown significantly over the years. And then about a year ago, I just archived it because I wanted to focus on building the business in another way. But those people, those women are still part of my network and my community, and they refer me to all kinds of different things. I don't have to work so hard. All right. People call me or they email me, they drop DMs in my LinkedIn or on Facebook, and they're asking me, hey, can you come speak over here? Hey, can you share your experiences over here? Hey, can you bring this workshop, personal branding workshop, which is my signature workshop? And I also do own the room workshops because I made these and created them, and it definitely resonates with the people that I have been assigned to. So, we have to build relationships and we have to nurture these relationships with individuals that understand us, who understand our brand, who want to share our brand and not copy it. They're just saying, hey, there is somebody that I know who does these specific things. And again, I want to be the OVO, which is the only viable option. All right. I want people to come to me because they know they can't get it anywhere else. And that's what we are all trying to achieve. And the last thing that I would say is we need to celebrate our achievements, acknowledge and take pride in our successes for wherever and however our journey has been. Our achievements are testament in the journey, the unique journey, and the impact that we all have made. So let this be a reminder of our value and source of inspiration for continued growth. So, in the face of this imitation copycat world that we live in, remember that your personal brand, who you are at your core, what you convey, and how people respond to it is a powerful reflection of who you are. So, let that be the fuel for your fire, all right, to drive your innovation and continue to make your mark. This is the true essence, okay, of the brand that you live in. And it has to live in authenticity and the ability to shine brightly no matter what the shadows are looking like, the people, places, and things. All right. So I just wanted to encourage any of you who feel like people might be taking, copying, using your stuff, all right, for their advancement, to understand it can never, ever, ever, ever be truly authentic to them because they don't have what you have. All right. We all have been created differently and uniquely in our own right. And we have to take, we have to take the measures, which I have, okay, just waiting on it to protect our intellectual property. Okay. So I hope this conversation has been good for y'all. We talked about, you know, going out here and seeing other people and maybe having a little bit of like side eye and kind of like, you know what I mean? So I don't even know what we're doing, but I don't want you to get frustrated. I don't want you to get, all caught up and try to kick doors down and flip over tables. It's not necessary. All right. It's a whirlwind of emotions, and you're like, what is going on? It's a sense of flattery, and we got to double down. So double down on your personal brand. If you need to refine it, or if you need, help with, how it's going to evolve, I'm your girl. Okay. I have several different offerings. And of course, for my women veterans, do not miss out on an opportunity to refine your brand after serving years in the military. If you're transitioning and it's 1 to 2 years out, I have a virtual workshop next Wednesday night, which is September 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will drop the link into the comments. I invite you to come out, figure out and find out what personal branding is, and how you can use it to leverage you in your transition. So Leslie has a comment here. If you love all the gems Slade drops on her show, join her on Sunday on YouTube as I interview her on my show. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. So yes, y'all, I will be on Mosaic Inc. Speaks on Saturday. I'm trying to get the days right, Leslie. Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So go over on YouTube. You'll find me there. And I can't wait to have a conversation. Leslie's been on my show, y'all. So if you go back into the YouTube for Slay to Success, there's a lot going on in there, but find Leslie George and you find our conversation that we had maybe a few months ago. And there was definitely a lot that we shared insights. And I have a lot of guests that come on the Slay to Success talk show just to talk, to give encouragement, to empower us, to ignite our success. And I absolutely love what I'm doing. So you won't ever see me disappear and go away. I'm always going to be here on point, in pink, ready to give you all the things that you need to go out and do what you need to be doing. So I want to thank y'all for all you who came in on the live. So Leslie, Jerome, Camille, Shirley Ann, thank you so much, ladies, and gentlemen, for being here with me today, this morning. So everyone, please have an amazing week. All right. Go out there, show up, present your personal brand just the way that you and only you can present it. And I want you to keep on slaying until you can't slay no more. And I will see you all later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.